All praises to the Most High, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders and apostles of Jemis, rule well, shalom to the elect. I hate to go on like a broken record, but I think somebody, I was watching this thing and somebody said basically that men don't have to pay for women, and this dude was like, oh well, let me get that tweet. He said something about if a man, let me see if I can get it, because he was like if a man don't pay for a record, no, if a man don't pay for a date, he's a small boy and all of this kind of stuff. Yeah, here it is. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're a man taking a girl on a date, there's no splitting the bill. You have to cover that. Otherwise, don't go on the date, respectfully. And and obviously the guys got onto him. They was like, you're being a simp. And man said, no girl they can say I've ever let them pay for anything, and that's how it should be. Hashtag big boys. Jake is so gassed in this society. Small boys in my DM, give it a rest now. Just level up. LOL, we move. He's this guy's Lethal B. He's a somewhat name in the UK for some tune. I can't remember.
Who pays on the first date?
Whoever I did was to go on a date.
Who pays?
Now, obviously, like we see what's going on in this society. I'm gonna just get the scripture real quick. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A man shall compass, a woman shall compass a man. So in this society, women are actually ahead of men. But the thing is, and I've mentioned this before, the thing is, women naturally know they're not higher than a man. So it's like everybody in the society doesn't really know their place. And when you don't know your place, there can be no real order, because for there to be order, everyone has to know their role. Now, what Esau wants to do is he wants to create a dystopian society on the left-hand side, because in the kingdom, everybody's going to know their role. Everybody's going to know where they stand, but it's going to be in righteousness. In this kingdom, no one knows where they stand. You know what I mean? But Esau wants to create a place or society where everyone knows where they stand, but it's going to be in evilness. You're going to be assigned a job from your birth or whatever, and everyone's a number on a database. You know what I mean? And it's just like, right now as it stands, between the progression between here and the society that he wants to set up, no one really knows where they stand. But it's like women actually know men are meant to be ahead of them, and men naturally know that as well, but they understand that women are ahead of them, and women feel like men are naturally ahead of them. So it's like no one really knows where they stand. But if things hit the fan, things will revert back to its natural order. But this man here, he said, oh, I see my tweet has rattled some of you, LOL, we just separate the small boys from the big boys. Now, we're meant to speak, as men especially, we're meant to speak to each other, we're meant to raise each other up, or not. Let me get that scripture real quick. This man's calling man little boys, because let me get this one quick. This is James 4:11. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the law and judgeth the law. But if thou judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law, but a judge. There is one lawgiver who is able to save and destroy. Who art thou that judgest another? Go to now ye to say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year. Well, that goes in something else. But really and truly, we're not meant to speak evil to one another. Women to exalt each other, especially as men. So the people who went in his DMs and said whatever, they're kind of going off. But he going off for saying man's little boys and man's meant to, I thought these women were equal. Why you got to pay for the date if women are equal? This don't make no sense. It's like women are equal when it suits them, and they're not when it don't suit them. This kingdom is backward. Even today, on the way back from work, I saw this little Edomite on the train, man, and he was it was a man, and he was putting on makeup. My man had the flare eyelashes with the contour. I don't even know how I know these words, man. I was like, what was it, contour or something? My man doing his makeup on the train, and I was like, this place is done, man. It's just pure vexation, bruv. This is Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 11, I'm going to start at number 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. Every man praying or prophesying having his head covered dishonoreth his head. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth, and that goes into something else. I'm going to jump to 13. I'm a style. Nevertheless, neither is the man without a woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. So, men are exalted through, the woman is a man's glory, but the woman, her glory is her hair. But at the same time, her glory is in a man, because without a man, she really don't really have a place in this world, and the same way with a man, in a way, but really and truly a man's first love, is the scriptures, is to really is to seek the Lord. And I was watching this video here, and let me just play a little bit of it.
I think this applies even more to women than men. For men, the greatest thing he needs to focus on is his purpose, his mission in life. Because if
you're in this truth and you're a man, your purpose really and truly is to serve Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And I've not finished watching this video yet. It's like women holding women accountable. And it's going into, basically how women are unprepared for marriage. So women don't really have a place in this society. They feel like they're meant to be independent, but at the same time, they know deep down they need a man, but at the same time, they don't really need a man. And, when they grow past a certain age, then they want to have a man. I even remember I was talking to one chick in the gym. This was a little while ago, and she was like, what she say to me? She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna settle down with I think she might be a Benjamite chick." She's like, "Oh, I want to settle down with somebody when I'm 30 plus." You know what I mean? I might even marry a white man. And when she said that, I was just like, ugh, like, you know what I mean? And I remember another time she tried to talk to me, and I was like, nah, I don't really, deal with quote unquote so-called black women who deal with Edomites. You know what I mean? She was like, no, when I said that, it was a joke. But after that, I don't even take that as a joke. You know what I mean? I didn't even want to talk to her after that. But it was like she had this, I don't know, the chick was weird, because it was like there was another dude in the gym, I was talking to him, and that same chick basically, I don't know, from his version of events, she wanted to go back home with him or something, because apparently he had a big thing or whatever. But I remember when I was talking to her, she was like, "Oh yeah, if I deal with you, as in me, I wouldn't want to have sex for 2-3 months." And I was looking at this bitch like, get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the time chicks do that, where it's like a dude that they see a prospect in, they'll make him wait for the cooch. But another dude, she's banging that same, she making you wait for the cooch. This time she's giving the cooch to other dudes. She wouldn't make Drake or Lil Wayne or I don't know who the hell's big now. You know what I mean? She wouldn't make them dudes wait 3 months, but she want to make me wait. And a lot of the times women do that to men. And as a man, like, nah. Even when you go into it, who was it? I don't know if it was Isaac. No, it was definitely Jacob. Jacob saw Rebecca and he took her. Well, there it is, Genesis 24:67. You know what I mean? Man, Isaac, Jake weren't waiting for no cooch. He weren't waiting no 3 months for cooch. Get the fuck out of here. Genesis 24:67. And Isaac brought into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. You know what I mean? So he saw her, she had a veil all up, he took her into the tent, and he popped her. You know what I mean? These chicks out here making you wait 3 months for the cooch. These times she ain't even and Rebecca was a virgin. She ain't never lay with no man. She saw Isaac first day. He popped her. He took her for wife. These chicks out here, they fuck 10, 20 dudes, and they're trying to make you wait for 3 months. I mean, this whole society is this society is a joke, man. No one knows their place. These women really out here trying to tell you, you know, as a man, how you're supposed to behave, or how things are gonna play out. And as men, I was watching this video from one of the brothers. I don't know if he's an elder, but one of the brothers, he was saying, you know, as men, we're meant to be manly. Ain't no woman gonna tell you how things are playing out. You're meant to tell a woman how it plays out. But in this society, they make it feel like a woman's meant to tell you how things run. You know what I mean? And this is just is evil. Is left hand wickedness, man. It's upside down. Because women don't really have no order. I don't care how great a woman is. A woman can be great, even you know, in their apocrypha. I can't remember the sister's name. You know, she went to the enemy's camp, and she put on a little makeup. I'm not really gonna. Let's see if I can get it. You know, there was this. She was meant to be a pretty woman, and she fasted. No. It'll take me too long to find. But basically, it was a story. I can't remember what sister it was. You know, she went to the enemy camp. You know, she basically flirted with a dude. You know, she and this not to say she wasn't righteous. She was fasting. She went to the dude. You know, got him drunk, and then, you know, when he was drunk, she put the sword on his neck, and she put all her might on it, and she took off his head. Now, if you need to do something like that, you ain't equal to a man, because King David weren't, you know, pretending to be friends with people to kill him. If he saw somebody in one of them slaves, he just kill him right there and then. You know what I mean? So men and women, we have our different roles, man. And this is, you know, it's not to say women are trash or whatever the case may be, but these women don't really know their place in this society. And as men don't know their place either, because they're really putting themselves on the women. And any man in his right mind, when they're dealing with women, understand that these women are not in order. You know what I mean? How a woman telling you what to do and how to run things. Because if you look at the women in your lives, and I, you know, especially since I come into the truth, I've been doing this. When you look into women who are in your life, and you really like analyze how they move and how they behave, they're chaotic. They don't have any order to their life. They don't do things in an orderly fashion. You know, a lot of the times when they do something, and they do something that's off, they don't even want to acknowledge that they've gone off. You as a man, you make a mistake, you know, you put your hands up, you own up to it. A lot of these women, they don't want to do that. Now, you can't have somebody like that leading the ship, because if something goes wrong, you're not gonna learn from it and take responsibility and deal with it, and be a better leader as a result. You're just gonna pretend it never happened. Somebody like that can't lead you, man. You're just gonna have anarchy, because when something goes wrong, you can't blame anybody, because they're the leader, they're the captain of the ship, and they're not trying to take any responsibility for it. So who does responsibility fall on? All of that just creates chaos, man. This society just is chaotic. There's no order to this society. This is why, you know, I always, you know, when the brothers say we need Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we definitely need Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because, you know, this place is done, man. You know, how the hell am I getting on this train and I'm seeing a grown man putting on makeup? This place is absolutely through. And then you got all these other simps, you know, putting these women on a pedestal. You know, you want to take this woman and buy her this and buy her that. These times she's not even your wife. She's like 10, 20 men's wives. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All praises to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahshai, double honors to the elders and apostles of James who were well, shalom to the hopeful elect.